It's your boy DJP, one half of that Really Recap podcast, and I'm back today with another video. We here to talk sports. The Lakers did it tonight. They got the win over the Timberwolves and a 94-85 win. It looked like an old school basketball game today. Nobody broke 100 points, but the Lakers was able to get the win, tying up the series, now 1-1, and now they find themselves heading to Minnesota to face these guys in Game 3 on their home court. Biggest takeaway I want to show love to the Lakers today was the energy. The Lakers came out ready to play. Luka immediately went back to doing what he does. I remember at some point, Luka had 14 points in the first quarter. Looked amazing. I believe he ended off that game with 37 points. Great to see Luka still continuing to lead. I want to say it is his team now. I was going to LeBron like, this is Luka's team, bro. But LeBron wasn't too far from him. LeBron definitely also had 21 points, looking good. And right after that, they had Austin Reeves with a solid 15 points. Kind of took him a little bit to get going, but he definitely did. But it's nice to see I don't want to say the big three, but the main three get it going today, being able to help the Lakers get that win. Outside of them, man, even on the bench, man, you had a lot of help from players like Rui. I think Rui definitely just continues to just do the little things that I like. And, he just fits into the system. Every now and then you can get him like a fast break. You can get him like a nice alley-oop, a nice layup. Rui's just there. I want to give a lot of love to Gabe Vincent, man. Gabe Vincent, I believe in the first quarter, he was coming with these 3-pointers, man. Gabe Vincent just surprises me every time. He doesn't play too much. I mean, he does, but it's not, it don't seem that way. But this man just continues to always bail the Laker out when it comes to the threes, or just when they need that extra push, or just that extra energy, or just that moment of change. He's always the guy there. I want to show love. Even the rest of the bench, man. I mean, compared to the last game where I think the bench only had maybe 13 points, today it was definitely a complete opposite. Man, the bench was definitely doing their thing. There was a lot of switch outs, so found LeBron being able to get a lot of rest, which is a lot different from his days back in Cleveland, or even in his earlier days with the Lakers, where LeBron could barely sit out. Man, now Luka's got it controlled. So big shout out to the Lakers. Only concerns I have with the Lakers that I'm gonna say is the Lakers find themselves at one point up 20, and the Timberwolves were able to keep cutting down the lead. It happened twice. I want to say the second half definitely went to the Timberwolves. I mean, this game should have been over with a long time ago in the third, but Timberwolves definitely brought the game down as close to, I believe, 8 to 9 points. Wasn't a good look. And the fact that they didn't score 100 points, and Lakers should never really get off on them, like kind of take off. It looks like it kind of really came down to a slower paced game. And I don't think the Timberwolves played the way they did last time. Last time was a lot of fast breaking. It was just a lot of movement. I think the Lakers were just overwhelmed. But today, the Lakers definitely was able to turn it around on their end. That's my only real concern with them. When you go to Minnesota and you don't have that crowd support, bro, y'all got to be able to kind of keep it going. There was even moments where Luka was telling everybody like, "Yo, keep it up, the energy," because you can see that the steam kind of did die off when they got into like that second half. It was looking kind of bad for a little bit, but they pulled it off. So I'm not gonna trip on that. But anyway, good win, y'all boys. Now, the Timberwolves looked a lot different today. The Timberwolves was looking kind of like the Lakers were the last time. They had a lot of issues today, I'm going to say. One of the first things was all those threes weren't dropping like last time. Definitely was a major difference in the game. It took Anthony Edwards a lot to get going. I mean, by the time he got going, it was more in the second half. Like I said, they did cut a 22-point lead down to, as small as 9, but it wasn't a solid game today. I believe Anthony Edwards had about 25. Then you also had Julius Randle. Randle was playing really good today. I feel like Randle's style of play just doesn't really fit with Timberwolves. It looked very solo hero ball. Like, he was hooping, but it just don't look like it worked together. Like, Timberwolves didn't look like a team today, They was definitely getting some passes here. They were definitely making some runs, but it didn't flow like in the first game. I mean, Nas Reed, for God's sakes, only had 9. I mean, the Lakers did a good job holding this guy down today. I mean, they really being able to change up what Timberwolves did last game. And then I just feel like the energy just wasn't there for them, Some may say maybe they felt like in game 1 that they did their job, which is taking one game from the Lakers at home. So maybe they felt like, okay, we got a nice little split, and now we get to go home where we have 2 games, so we'll see. And now it is on Lakers' shoulder too, also still a game over there as well, so we'll see. But overall, their play just wasn't good. Jaden McDaniels nobody really killed today, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like last time. Last time was a 3-point barrage. I don't even remember what Michael Conley did today. Like, it was not looking like it did last time, bro. It just looked so much different, so much weaker. Anthony Edwards, obviously, he's gonna do his thing, but I even saw moments. I'm like, Anthony Edwards is like he's just trying to have ESPN highlight moments. It just didn't look like a team today. Like he was doing his thing, he was killing. I mean, he had a nasty dunk at one point. Oh my god, that was just a crazy highlight. I'm sure it'll make ESPN. But overall, in that, it just didn't look good, man. I think the Timberwolves, when they do take it back to Minnesota, I do think they're going to definitely make those adjustments, and I do think that they're going to look at this game and kind of know that compared to the first one, that the energy was down. So I think the energy definitely needs to be up. Um, but yeah, bro, them 3-pointers were not dropping the day like they was last time, and I was looking at it like, okay, if they don't have these 3-pointers, then maybe they're not as good as a team that we think they are. But I will say, even though that they played sloppy, the comebacks that they were able to do, man, that second half was definitely night and day, even with the Lakers compared to them. Even though the Lakers won this game, the Timberwolves would have had an extra few more minutes, bro, and just a little bit more energy, they would have had this game today, bro. So I did like that the Lakers was able to hold them down to 84 or 85 points. So that was definitely a good sign on the Lakers. But like I said, man, they weren't too far from the Lakers. Nobody broke 100 points in this game. So this game was like, this is going to be a good series. I know they said Lakers in 5. I could see it going to 6, but we're going to see. But overall, bro, I thought today was a great game when it came to the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. I do think the Lakers have enough to kind of take these guys out. One of the biggest things I noticed that the Lakers did, they kept going at Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is kind of a liability out there. I noticed they don't play him too much, but Rudy Gobert is definitely the weak link. I think everybody knows it. Luka went at him so many times. It was just like, damn, Luka's just talking crap. You know, their little rivalry they got. Luka was just talking crap to him, going at him. So we're going to see, man. I don't know what else they're going to do as far as the energy, but as far as that lineup. But Nas Reed didn't even look like he did back then. Nas Reed last game was looking crazy. He was looking amazing. Today wasn't that. So I don't know what happened with the energy today. It was definitely a huge shift. It looked like the Lakers traded energy with them for the last game. But we're going to see what happens. But it's looking like an interesting series. I just think they had a lot of individual ball today that kind of really stopped their chemistry. But we'll see what happens next game. Maybe they can get back on track with it. But other than that, man, you guys let me know what you guys think about the game tonight. Like I said, there's a lot of different series going on right now. I think this is one of the more interesting ones. I might start covering the LA Clippers versus Denver because Kawhi is looking amazing. And the stuff Kawhi yesterday, I believe Kawhi dropped like 39. Man, Kawhi was looking like Kobe, Jordan combined, damn it. So we're gonna see about that, whatever with them as well. OKC's kind of just running through Memphis. I'm not really too focused on that one too much. Boston, Orlando's not really too interesting to me either. The Pacers and the Bucks, that's getting kind of juicy, to see the Bucks down, what I'm saying, down 2 games, and it's, now they're going back, and now they're going to Milwaukee. So we'll see, maybe the crowd can definitely raise up their energy. But yeah, they're definitely having a hell of a series there. There's a bunch of fights about to start with, Tyrese Halliburton and Dame. Things are getting heated. But overall, I'm going to try to cover as much more games as I can. But today was definitely a good one for the Lakers. Shout out to LA. So you guys let me know what you guys think about tonight, NBA games. Were you guys interested? Were you guys entertained? Do you think that the Lakers can pull this off in 5? Do you think that the Lakers win the next game? But until that, you guys let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Peace.